Escaping Superman. The school project. Escaping Superman. The school project that went wrong. When I was young, school felt like the safest place in the world. The same hallways, the same classrooms, the same boring schedule every single day. Nothing ever changed. Until one school project turned into something no one could explain. And something followed us home. It all started on a normal Monday morning. Our teacher walked into the classroom holding a thick stack of papers. She placed them on her desk and smiled in a way that usually meant bad news. She said, "Class, today you're getting your biggest project of the year." Everyone groaned. She explained that we had to work in groups and choose a hero to research. We needed to explain their powers, their weaknesses, and what would happen if they lost control. That's when my group got excited. One of my friends whispered, "Let's do Superman." Everyone agreed instantly. He was the strongest hero, the fastest, the most powerful. What could go wrong? We wanted our project to be better than everyone else's. Posters weren't enough. PowerPoint was boring. So we decided to build a model. A full school hallway, classrooms, lockers, and a giant Superman standing at the end. We stayed after school for days working on it, cutting cardboard, painting walls, gluing tiny desks together. The model looked perfect, too perfect. Every time we left the room, I felt like the figure was watching us, but I didn't say anything. The day of the presentation arrived. We carried the model into class and placed it on the table. The teacher leaned in and said, "Wow, this is impressive." The lights were dim so everyone could see it better. That's when it happened. The room went silent, the lights flickered, and the Superman figure moved. At first I thought it was my imagination. Then it stepped forward. The classroom door slammed shut. The walls around us began to stretch and shift. The classroom turned into a long hallway. Lockers appeared out of nowhere. The ceiling grew taller, the exits disappeared. We weren't in our school anymore. We were inside the model. And Superman was alive. A deep voice echoed through the hallway. "You created me," it said. "Now escape me." That's when the chase began. We ran down the hallway as fast as we could. The floor shook with every step behind us. We heard heavy footsteps getting closer. Doors appeared on both sides of the hallway, some locked, some open. This was no longer a classroom. It was a maze. We pushed open the first door and ran inside. Desks were stacked high like obstacles. Chairs blocked the windows. The lights flickered nonstop. We had to jump across desks to reach the other side. Behind us, the door burst open. Superman ducked inside, barely fitting. We jumped through a broken window and landed in another hallway. He was still chasing us. The next hallway was filled with lockers. Some were open, some were shaking. We had to climb over fallen lockers while lasers shot down the hallway. If you touched them, you'd have to start over. We could hear Superman smashing lockers behind us, getting closer every second. I didn't look back. I was too scared. We burst into the school gym. The floor was cracked. Basketballs rolled by themselves. The hoops swung wildly. We had to jump across platforms while the floor collapsed beneath us. From above, Superman dropped down in front of us. The only way out was up. We climbed the bleachers and jumped through a ceiling hatch. He missed us by seconds. We fell into a dark room. Desks were chained to the floor. The clock on the wall was ticking backwards. A voice spoke from the speakers. "Detention is forever." We had to solve puzzles to unlock the door while Superman tried to break in. Every wrong move made him angrier. Finally, the door opened. We ran. The science lab was filled with glowing chemicals and broken machines. Electric sparks shot across the floor. We had to time our jumps perfectly. Superman hovered above us, blocking exits and forcing us forward. This wasn't a game to him. It was a test. We burst through a door and found ourselves on the school rooftop. The wind was loud. The sky was dark. The city below looked endless. A helicopter waited on the edge. But Superman stood between us and freedom. "You can't escape what you created," he said. The ground cracked beneath his feet. The rooftop broke apart into floating platforms. We had to jump from one to the next while he chased us through the air. One wrong jump meant falling forever. The helicopter door opened. We made one last jump and grabbed the rope. The helicopter lifted off just as Superman reached for us. He stopped at the edge of the rooftop. He didn't follow, he just watched. As the school faded away, everything went black. I woke up at my desk. The classroom was normal again. The project was gone. The teacher asked us to present. No one said a word. We never talked about it again. Chapter 15. The Warning. Years later, I still dream about it. Sometimes when I walk past a school hallway, I hear footsteps behind me. Heavy footsteps. So if you ever see a school project that looks too real, don't touch it. And if Superman starts chasing you, run.